We need practice again and again. Only practice can solve this problem. The practice of mindfulness on whatever we do. We can be mindful on the most obvious things or objects again and again. In this way, the mind will be within us. If we are not mindful, the mind will go away all the time. Like if we try to drive or to swim or to run, we have to do again and again. In this way, the practice, we will be able to be mindful within us most of the time. The practice of mindfulness is the way to control the mind, to be within us, to be able to stay by itself. If we are not mindful, there will be endless desire in our mind. If you are difficult to practice alone, you can go to the meditation center and you can practice with the other meditators under the guidance of meditation master. In this way, that problems can be solved. In the beginning, we should try to be mindful about 1 hour. In this way, we can understand by our own experience.
If you are hesitated, you can ask more.
Standing, lying, and daily activity. Mindfulness is daily activity. Anytime, anywhere, any position. Not concerned with the religion and our attitude. The truth of all people and animals are nama and rupa, or ever new impermanent nature. No self, not one self.
So she asked that when she practiced meditation of mindfulness, she felt happy. But now she wondered that why it is not like before. Before she had experience of meditation during she practiced the mindfulness to make her very happy with that. But now when she practiced again, the mindfulness doesn't have any more for her. And question is why?
The way of practice is the same. Our mind is changing all the time. We are used to be mindful the object outside. We are not used to be mindful on the mind. That's why we don't know the truth of the mind. The more we understand like this, the more we experience like this, the more we can know the mind is unstable, changing all the time, and we cannot control the mind. The mind is not something we own.
And the question is, how can we notice our breath to know that which breath is bring the suffering and which breath is bring happiness? How can we notice the breath that bring suffering and the breath that bring happiness? How can we notice?
In the beginning, when we are mindful on our breath, we should not try to know suffering or happiness. We should try to know only the breathing in or breathing out. We should try to know only the movement all the time. If there is breathing in and breathing out, there will be movement all the time. So, in the beginning, we should be mindful only on the present movement of the breathing in and breathing out. After a few minutes, if we feel suffering or happiness, we can be mindful on that suffering or happiness. So we should be mindful on which is the most obvious. If suffering or happiness is not obvious, no need to be mindful. No need to try to find out suffering or happiness. Only when suffering or happiness became obvious, we should be mindful on that suffering or happiness.
So another question is that how many kinds of meditation are there?
Meditation, only samatha and vipassana. Many people meditate in the world, but most of the meditation will be only samatha, for the peace of mind only, not for the freedom from ignorance and attachment.
And the question is that can we practice meditation at home? If it is possible, why?
Yes, we can. Because to meditate, we have to do by ourselves. We can get the help of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, not only in meditation center, but also at home. We can meditate anywhere, but to be on the right way or Noble Eightfold Path, we need the guide of meditation master, the guide of Buddha and meditation master.
ចឹងឆ្លើយតបទៅម្ចាស់សំណួរវិញយើងអាចធ្វើបានអញ្ចឹងរាល់សមាធិហ្នឹងគឺមិនមែនសម្រាប់នៅក្នុងវត្តឬក៏សម្រាប់ព្រះសង្ឃទេអញ្ចឹងគឺនៅសម្រាប់ពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់អ្នកណាក៏ដោយឲ្យតែគេមានសេចក្តីពេញចិត្តចំពោះការធ្វើសមាធិហ្នឹងគឺអាចធ្វើបាននៅគ្រប់ទីកន្លែងអញ្ចឹងគេអត់មានកំណត់អញ្ចឹងទេហើយម្យ៉ាងទៀតប៉ុន្តែត្រូវប្រុងប្រយ័ត្នយើងត្រូវចាំបាច់ត្រូវទទួលមេរៀនមានន័យថាសេចក្តីពយល់ពីគ្រូច្បាស់សិនមុននឹងយើងយកទៅអនុវត្តនៅផ្ទះ The next question is that what is the basic of meditation and how many?
Keeping preset is the foundation of meditation. Before we meditate, we should set to keep preset, at least 5 preset. 8 preset is better. And then we must believe in keeping preset and practicing samatha and vipassana meditation. And then we can start meditation. In preset, we should not kill, we should not take what is not given, we should not do wrong sexual misconduct, we should not tell lie, we should not take alcohol and drug. Before meditation, we should accept to do what is good, not to do what is bad. So, accepting preset and keeping preset, and then believing in Sila Samadhi Panya are the basis of meditation.
ចឹងអ្នកណាសួរសំណួរមិញថាតើមូលដ្ឋានសមាធិអញ្ចឹងលោកឆ្លើយថាការធ្វើសមាធិហ្នឹងបើសិនជានៅសាសនាហ្សែននៅជប៉ុនហ្នឹងគឺវាមានវិធីចឹងនិយាយថាវិធីដែលត្រូវធ្វើរបស់គេហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែលោកគិតថាហ្នឹងវាជាវិធីតែមួយដូចគ្នាទេហើយមូលដ្ឋានរបស់វាគឺទី1ត្រូវតមសិល5ត្រូវតមសិល5អញ្ចឹងទី1កុំសម្រាប់ស្ដាប់ទី2កុំលួចទ្រព្យគេទី3អញ្ចឹងហោះហែដូចយើងបានដឹងស្រាប់ហើយបន្ទាប់មកទៀតយើងពេលកំឡុងពេលយើងធ្វើហ្នឹងគឺអារម្មណ៍របស់យើងគឺត្រូវមានមូលដ្ឋាននៅដង្ហើមនៅចុងច្រមុះហ្នឹងពេលចេញចូលគឺយើងដឹងពេលចេញគឺយើងដឹងពេលចូលក៏យើងដឹងអញ្ចឹងមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេមូលដ្ឋានគឺត្រូវប្រតិបត្តិឲ្យជាប់នៅសិល5 And her question is when she practices meditation, she presses only in her chest. What is the problem? And the second question is, when she does work meditation, why she could not step up?
The object of mindfulness may be reading or chat. That is not the problem. The aim of mindfulness is to be able to focus on one object. In this way, the mind will be stable.
ចឹងញោមណាញោមសម្រាប់សំណួរទី2លោកឆ្លើយថាការដែលយើងជួបទៀងអញ្ចឹងវាអត់មានជាបញ្ហាអីទេប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលសំខាន់ហ្នឹងគឺសតិហើយនឹងស្មារតីរបស់ញោមហ្នឹងគឺកំណត់ដឹងពីដង្ហើមចេញចូលពេលចេញញោមដឹងពេលចូលញោមដឹងតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេ
The object of mindfulness may be changed from time to time. That's why at the present time she may be able to be mindful on the chat, but later she may be able to be mindful on the breathing. That is not the problem. She can do depending on the situation.
អញ្ចឹងវត្ថុកម្មឬក៏វត្ថុបំណងនៃការធ្វើឲ្យមានស្មារតីរឹងមាំហើយនឹងអារម្មណ៍តែមួយហ្នឹងគឺវាផ្លាស់ប្ដូរពីមួយពេលទៅមួយពេលប៉ុន្តែញោមអាចនៅតែធ្វើវាបានអញ្ចឹងញោមមិនចាំបាច់ព្រួយទេអ្វីដែលត្រូវសំខាន់គឺញោមមានសតិរំលឹកដឹងពីដង្ហើមចេញចូលទៅបានហើយ
It concerns with her mind. She should balance her mind. She should not control. She should not emphasize on the practice. Because of emphasizing too much on the practice of organ meditation, she finds difficulty to step out.
Her breath is blocked from her nose, but she still can breathe in her chest.
She can use one of the objects to be mindful. If she is not practicing mindfulness, it is real problem. If she is practicing mindfulness, that is right. When she practices mindfulness, she may use one method, one place, one time, one method, or one of the meditation master. That is not the problem. The real problem is stopping meditation. So, if she is practicing meditation, it is okay. Who she are or which method she is practicing or what experience she has are not the real problem. So just keep on practicing.
So when she practices meditation, she's practicing meditation, so she cannot breathe for 20 minutes. And she said, what is the problem?
No, if she cannot breathe, she can be mindful on that knowing. In that situation, the mind should be the most suitable object to be mindful, knowing that that experience is also the object to be mindful.
So, one is done. Do you have any questions? She asked that when she practices meditation, a lot of people around her, and at the time she doesn't hear the sound or the voice, and she's scared of she dying. Here her question is: should she practice alone or have any person who guide her?
We are afraid of death because of attachment on ourselves and our belongings. The cause of attachment is we stay with our family, with our belongings. We stay at home. That's why attachment become stronger and stronger. That is the cause of fear of death. We don't want to lose our life, our belongings. So, to solve this problem, you should go to the meditation center in order to detach from your family, from your home, and from your personal life. The more you stay at the meditation center as a meditator or yogis, you will be able to lose your pleasant life and your family, your place. In this way, there will be less and less fear of death.
She doesn't, according to her experience, that she practice meditation and she afraid of death.
Oh, yes.
So she don't fear. She doesn't want to taste anymore.
Oh, that fear.
She want. She asked who is anybody who has experience like her, and she want those people to guide her before she practice again.
Fear of death is the problems of most of the people in the society. That is not your own problem. Before I became a monk, I have been a student and a businessman. At that time, I was afraid of death because I'm not giving, I'm just grasping or taking whatever I have. That means I have strong attachment on me and on the materials of the society. When I started to keep reset and meditate, I have connection with Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Therefore, I find a way how to do good deeds under the guidance of Buddha and his follower. I have to be friendly with other meditators also. With the help of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, I can successfully abandon my business, my belonging and my life of Vipassana. That's why I became a monk who is teaching for many years. This is the same problems to most of the people. If they are doing good deeds and meditation all the time, that problems will disappear from the mind. Now you came here, so you meet with us. We are meditators. We are doing good deeds all the time, anywhere, anytime, with anyone. We do nothing except doing good deeds and meditation. So the mind is healthy because we are doing like this from time to time. The mind and body is wealthy and healthy. Now you may be wealthy, but your mind is not healthy. You may be healthy, but your mind is not healthy. There is the problems of the disease of death is the biggest disease in your mind. So if you can change your action, your life and your mind will surely change. You can go to the meditation center. You can also visit to our center. There are a lot of OH, over 700 OH. They are going to die. Besides over 500 patients, they are also suffering from pain and disease. Some are blind, some has mental problems. But most of them are not afraid of death because they live at a meditation center. They will die at a meditation center. Besides, they are doing good deeds and meditation all the time. That's why they are not waiting to die. The death is not in their mind. Although they are going to die, their mind is free from fear of death. Now you are too young to die, but what you need is to work, to use your life and your intelligence and your ability for the others who are in need. You need to help and work for the others. You need to meditate. In this way, your problems will be solved. If your mind became healthy, you can come back to the society. That Sayadaw will also teach you before you go back. He will teach you about meditation. Don't go back.
The question is that when he gets a drink, he is difficult to sleep. Means he cannot sleep at all. The question is it because of a drink or because of the health problem? And do you have any strategy to solve this problem? And when he drink less, he is exhausted. He is a monk.
What kind of drink she used to?
Energy drink. If he doesn't drink, he is exhausted. He is very tired.
Yeah.
So if he drink, he cannot sleep.
It is because of attachment, not because of the drink. In Myanmar also, some people, if they take energy drink, they cannot sleep. Some people believe that if they take coffee or tea, they cannot sleep. It's concerned with our own belief. If we think we are healthy, we are healthy. If we think we can do, we will be able to do. If we don't think we are unhealthy, we will be unhealthy. It's mostly concerned with our view, our attachment. So what we need to do is to detach from that idea. He can drink with mindfulness. He should not drink when he has strong desire to drink. If he has strong desire to drink, he should try to meditate. He should try to be mindful on that desire. And then that desire will be less and less. At that time he can drink or not.
It is not his desire because in the evening he doesn't eat. So he drink the energy drink instead of eating.
That's why it began attachment on the drink. In fact, drinking or not drinking is not the problem. The problem concerns with his own attachment. Because of strong attachment on drinking, that cause him problems of no sleeping and problems of feeling exhausted. He can meditate if he feel exhausted or if he feel not sleeping at night. He should meditate. By meditating more and more, this problem will be solved. If he meditates, his mind will change. Sayadaw, one of the Sayadaw, he made 7-day retreat with fasting, with only water, no food, 7 days. But for him, he can live 2 weeks without water and food. So nothing happened. Now he is over 80 years old. So eating or not eating, drinking or not drinking is not the problem anymore. He often came to my center to make 7-day retreat without food. He often came to my center, and then he trained the meditator to practice like this. That's why many people can detach from food and drink because of him.
At the time to finish.